Hello everybody, getting ready to do lesson 3.4 constructions, parallel lines and transversals. And if you need materials, anything else for this course, email me here. I'll get those out to you. 3.4 parallel lines and transversals, 0 points notebook. We have 72 points here of construction, so let's get right. Parallel lines and angles. Question: what are the relationships among the angles formed when two parallel lines are cut by a transversal? So that will be the question that we will answer in this construction lesson. On a piece of lined paper, trace over two of the lines with a pen or pencil. One of the parallel lines J and the other K. So we have J and we have K. This is what you need to draw on your line piece of paper, or just draw it on a plain piece of paper too. I mean, they will have to be parallel. And then draw a transversal. What's a transversal? Intersecting the parallel lines. Label the transversal T, label the angles as shown. So a transversal will be a line that crosses the parallels at an angle here, like this, for example. And then label your angles, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Do this. You should have this on your line piece of paper or your plain piece of paper. You can do the same thing on a plain piece. Then use a protractor to measure all the angles formed by the lines. Record the angle measures on your piece of paper. So put your protractor here. Here's your vertex here. You can measure these two here. Now these are called a linear pair. I mean, when you add this and this, you're going to get 180. And then the same thing down here. And you know your theorem, your postulates and theorems about vertical angles. You should know those, and corresponding angles. You can use that as well. You don't have to measure all four. I mean, you just really need to measure one, and you can find the rest of them. So anyway, use a protractor to measure the angles. Put their measures in here. Label your angles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then give the angle measure in that box there. Think about it. Section, name a pair of corresponding angles. What are their measures? So put that in that box. Name a pair of alternate interior angles. What are their measures? Remember what alternate interiors are, as well as corresponding angles. You should know that. Name a pair of alternate exterior angles. What are their measures? Name a pair of same side interior angles. What are their measures? So record that in these text boxes here on your construction sheet. Further exploration here, draw two parallel lines, J and K, and a transversal S. Label the angles like this. Now this time our transversal goes the other way. Remember on the other one it went like this. Now this one goes like this. Label them like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Label it like that. And then use a protractor again to measure all 8 angles. So measure them again. Do kind of like the same thing we did with the first one. And then in this box here, put your angle measures in here. Label them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And their angle measures. Put that in there. Make a table like the one shown. So now we have a table here, 1, 5, 2, and 6. And then give the measure here for those. In the angle column, list pairs of corresponding angles. Then use your list of angle measures to complete the table. So in the angle column, list pairs of corresponding. These would be corresponding here. 1, 5, 2, and 6. And then make a conjecture about the measures of corresponding angles when two parallel lines are cut by a transversal. So now it's time for you to make a conjecture. Not a counterexample, but a conjecture about the measures of pairs of corresponding angles when two parallel lines are cut by a transversal. Make a conjecture about that. And then question number 5, repeat steps 6 and 7 above for pairs of alternate interiors. Make a conjecture about that. You have this here, and then enter your angle numbers in here. And these will be for alternate interior angles. That's what this table will be here about. And then in this box here, make a conjecture about the relationship of alternate interior angles. Once you have your table filled in, you should be able to see what their relationship is, and then make a conjecture once you see that relationship in your table here. And then alternate exteriors, do the same thing now for alternate exteriors, is to make a conjecture about alternate exteriors. Once you list your angle numbers and then your measures, you should be able to make a conjecture about alternate exterior angles. And then do the same thing now for same side interior angles. Do the same thing. List your same side interiors and then see the relationship that they have with each other, how they are similar or dissimilar from each other, and then make a conjecture about them. And then for question number 8, in the photo for step 4 above, suppose angle 2 is a right angle, is line S perpendicular to line K. So explain your reasoning. So in this text box, explain your reasoning either way, whether you think they are perpendicular or not. And that is our construction lesson for lesson 3.4. Thank you very much.